I don't know what I did to this to make it turn yellow. Weird. I'll have to figure that one out, won't I? Huh. I don't know why it's yellow. Okay. Anyway, I gotta lock this gate up better. Double lock system for Houdini. Mag's the Houdini. There we go. I'm gonna go turn on her water. Yeah, I think I got rid of the yellow tint. I'm just turning it off for a second. We keep Maggie's feed in this shed, separate from the barn, where mice can't get to it. Yeah, it's Ginger coming in her graceful way. Got 3 weeks left here. About a bag a week. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, so. There are her saddles, by the way. Well, my saddle and my son's saddle. I'm going to separate them. I'm going to get another horse in here, sawhorse. We use as saddle racks. And get them separated. Anyway, I'm going to get this bag of feed on my shoulder and carry it over to the barn. The water's running while I get this bag of feed in the tub. She's already had her drink of fresh water. Good for you, girl. I should have had video of me putting this bag of feed on my shoulder in the comedy video of the day. Oh no. Gotta get this bucket out of here. And this scooper. Whew, I made it. This far feels like I've made it anyway, but I'm not there yet. I think I've got the wrong end in the tub. Yep. I think I've got the right end in the tub. If you find the correct end, it's simple. Start pulling the string. It's simple. Really simple. So simple. You get there, let the string go. Gonna have to have both hands for the rest of this job. There we go. I buy these paper bags because I don't like plastic. I avoid plastic as much as possible. So I buy these in bulk, and the mill where I get Maggie's grain is good with me bringing them to them, and then they fill them rather than using plastic feed bags. And then, if I keep them in good shape, I can use them twice. Alright, Maggie wants some grain. Now Maggie, you've moved your tub again. You're not making this easy on me. Okay. I've got to be careful. I dropped the bucket once and it took her quite a while to forgive me. Ta-dum. Now, let's watch Maggie eat her grain. Maggie's kind of a messy eater. If I position this tank, her feed tank, in the middle of this opening. Then when she lifts her head, what falls out of her mouth goes back into the tank. Because once it falls outside the tank, she doesn't eat it. Yep, hear that? The vet checked her teeth last December. I thought maybe she needed her teeth floated. That is, horses get sharp teeth at the back of their dentation, and it makes it hard to chew. And I thought that's why she was dropping food out of her mouth. But he says her teeth were fine. They did not need floated or filed down. And she's just a messy eater. That's why I find grain in her tank, water tank. She gets thirsty after a while, gets a drink, and still has grain in her mouth, and it goes into her tank. That's why I try not to fill it more than half full in the summertime, because the heat just makes it, I don't know, it sours, but it's not as fresh. It doesn't stay fresh as long. In the winter, we fill it to the top because we have to drain the hose every time, or the hose will freeze, and that means it has to be brought into the house, into the bathtub to defrost. At least that's the best way I've found to defrost a hose. Defreeze. Doesn't she look like she's content? Look at her eyes. I'd like to figure out how she gets so much hay in her bedding. If I put her hay in that rack, I don't think she can make as big a mess. But there's a tub underneath it to catch flakes and the finer pieces of hay. I think that's where she makes her mess. I know I've seen her take her nose. Before she had this rack in here, we managed without the rack, just kind of put it in front of her, and she just takes her nose and just shoves the hay around. Well, let's see how the water's doing. Nice, clean, clear. I love it. I love it when her stall is freshly cleaned, and I love when she has fresh, clear water. Now, just because she doesn't have much hay in that rack doesn't mean she doesn't have much hay. Back there, behind her rear end, is a bunch of hay. We had it stacked up there, and she was able to reach a bale, pull it out, and she caused an avalanche. I came out one morning, she had 4 bales in her stall. Poor thing. But that was a fright for her, and she's all right. Sorry, I had a spider crawling on my thumb. He's gone now. Alrighty, well, folks, that's it for now, I believe. Unless you want to keep watching Maggie eat. Thank you for your support, for viewing, for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying this. Have a good day. Here, honey. No, get out of that, puppy. That's for the hen. You really get into your hay, don't ya? You go chest deep into a pile of hay, don't ya? It's all over your mane. I know what you want. Hang on. I'm dumping Maggie's tank. She's trying not to fill it too full in the summertime because it gets yucky sooner in the warm weather and all. You can see some of the grain that's falling out of her mouth when she takes a drink. Food falls out of her mouth while she's eating quite a bit. Ouch. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm gonna rinse this. Scrub this stuff out. Look at that. Yuck. I was just researching. It's evidently manganese in the water. It's starting to build up. So I'm going to scrub it out, rinse it out, and then I'll fill her tank. It's about the third rinse and scrub. I think it's about the best it's going to get. It's a good bit better. I don't know if it messes with the taste or quality of the water, but I would think it would. So now she'll have nicer water. See if Maggie will let me kiss her. No, come on. Let me give a kiss. Let me give you a kiss. Let me give you a kiss. Good girl.